Hey guys, how's it going? Francesco Bologna here. Today we're going to be making a live Axem Rangers video. Now, I do apologize for the whispering, but the thing is my brother's sleeping next door and I don't want to basically disturb him. But basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pretty much making an episode from scratch. And happy Axem Rangers X Day, everybody. This is not just going to be any simple episode, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually going to be the new episode for Virus AI. So right now I'm just coloring Liz because darking in the shadows, because I don't know if you guys have seen Virus AI the last episode, but basically due to some PTSD from the last mission, Princess Liz has become a bit of a badass, basically. So right now I'm just painting over her sprite because she's obviously wearing a cloak. And as you may have noticed from my last video, you probably know that I stepped up production as far as animations are concerned. So you're all probably wondering, how the hell did I make Super S&T flow perfectly? Well, here's the kicker. I didn't use Adobe Flash to do that. I actually used a software that is very unconventional in the spriting community, and it's basically a software that nobody has ever dared to use in the spriting community. And I know what you guys are thinking. First things first, when you think animation, you guys are thinking, ooh, Adobe Flash, that's a good one. No. The trick is, I don't use Adobe Flash. I use... Hold on, let me set my pixels to be Blackmagic Fusion to control the speed of the animation as well as the transform. So we're going to be doing a lot of crazy stuff this time, as opposed to what we did previously in the last animations. So basically here's the scene. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Liz walk to the computer and then she's gonna start typing. So what we could do for now is we're gonna keep this scene open as it is. We're gonna make this, number 3. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Princess Liz right here, and then from here, and thing is, as I said, we don't need to animate the walk cycle because we're going to use Fusion to do that for us. And if she goes offset, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, if she goes offset, we can just correct that in Premiere. So we're gonna take this one next, and we're gonna just do this. So here, and again, mind you, Liz is in the shadows, so we're gonna just paint her over in black, because obviously whenever a character wears a cloak, it's always black colored so that nobody knows. I mean, nobody knows who this character is, but if you look carefully at the silhouette, you may have a good understanding as to who this character really is. So there we go. There we go. Okay, so next we're gonna do this, and now we have Liz with her hand up. And so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go to the next frame, which is right here, make her hand huge, and then here she's gonna start, we're gonna have we're gonna have a hotel room hallway because obviously this is gonna be an abandoned apartment. So I'm gonna take this image from Shutterstock, and yes, I do give credit to these guys once I finish the episode. I'm just right now removing the watermark, but I already know this background was made by Shutterstock. So apartment corridor. So we're gonna be using this door right here. So let's do select all. And once again, we're gonna leave this area blank because, as I said, we're gonna let Fusion handle the animation. But basically, we're gonna have a couple of officers in the room. So, police. And we're gonna have this guy. So we're gonna make a separate comp, just like that. Make it a bit bigger. Remove transparency. And we're gonna have the chief of police, chieftain. So these guys are gonna be at the front door. So what we're gonna do now is make this. And again, as you notice, I'm skipping frames because obviously I don't want to always animate the whole thing myself. I just want to let my software do it for me. So this is going to be frame 7. And now here we start adding the dialogue. So we're going to go for chieftain, the police chief of the Apophis Police Department. And now we start adding our text. And why add text? Because sometimes when it comes to text to speech, if you actually want to see what they are actually saying, subtitles are very important. I mean, sometimes, yes, they could be a pain in the ass, but at the end of the day, if you really want to understand what the hell these guys are saying, subtitles are always best. So okay, now here I'm actually going to do something special here. I'm actually going to animate him actually knocking on the door, because I mean, this is more simple. It's a much more simple animation to do. So I'm gonna have him and then we're just gonna repeat the same frame twice. So 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, good. Now, okay, so we're gonna make a new folder called compositing, and we're gonna do Liz walk 1, and it's a PNG, so it will be transparent. So now let's go to here, and we're gonna do exactly the same thing. Over, and here's where the opacity comes in. We can actually adjust. There we go. That ought to do it. Shut this off. Opacity of 100. And cut. There we go. Save as. This is Liz Walk And then we're gonna do just like what we did before. We're gonna go to open file location. We're gonna do this. This is gonna be Liz Walk 3. And then we're gonna put the final animation. And yes, if you're wondering, this is how I pretty much animated SNT in the last video. So yeah, you could tell that by doing this method, yeah, I pretty much improved as far as the animation is concerned. So let's take this, shut this off, and 100. Actually, wait, no. What we're gonna do is bring this back. This is gonna be 100, and I'm gonna bring this down here. There we go. And now here, there we go. Shut this off, and this is gonna be, there we go. Save as, and this is gonna be Liz Walk 4, and then everything is gonna repeat itself. Let's count this ourselves. If it's not gonna work, we'll do it ourselves manually. So let's do copy, and we'll just rotate him. Okay, 7, 6. This is gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. There we go. This is why, because I needed the alpha tool. So good. Next, let's put speed of 1. Okay, now what I need is nearest, and let's do 0.3. Okay, that's good. That's good for now. Next, we're gonna do a merge. No, what the hell is this? I said a merge. There we go. This is gonna be background, which is our piece right here. So what we're gonna do is merge. There's our animation, and the only thing we're gonna need now is one more thing. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna add a transform. And we're just gonna follow the previous frame, which is this, frame 4. So what we're gonna do is take this and we're gonna put it all the way here so that we can actually see where this is going. So we're gonna start with an animation. We're gonna go here, here, so that we can actually animate the damn thing. And we're gonna go all the way opposite. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna go all the way till she reaches. Wait, no, that's no good. Maybe 2, and there we go. And now let's go all the way. Damn it, all the way here. And then okay, now let's move it. Yeah, let's move it here instead. Let's go to okay, there we go. So we're going to put it all the way to 200. And there we go. We have our first full animation. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually save this. We're going to save this comp. And we're going to call it Sprite Animation. And there we have it. So now the next thing we're going to do is obviously we're going to save. So we're going to put saver. And we're going to call this, let's actually go to our drive here where we have all our files. And we're going to call this number 4. No, sorry, number 3. But it's not going to be an OpenEXR, nor is it going to be video file. Let's see first. Can we actually do a QuickTime? So 3.mp4. Let's try that. Render. Go. Holy shit, it actually worked. Yes! Honestly, I'm happy. Only because in the previous version that I had, Fusion 17, it always errored out every time I rendered as an MP4, and I was forced to basically render as an AVI, which is pretty old stuff. So we have the Liz walk cycle. So now we actually have a walk cycle of Liz, which is good. Okay, now let's do the same for the officers. The officers, however, we're going to be doing it differently here. Again, first things first, let's save the comp so that we don't have to. And let's delete this, import this. This is going to be our new background. And the thing about this is that it's completely customizable. So next, let's get rid of Liz, and let's work on the officers. So for the officers, we're gonna do this whole section here. So what we're gonna do is take this animation. So this animation right here, we're gonna go to Photoshop, File, Blank, and once again, we're gonna do 200 by 200. And this time, I'm gonna do this. The great thing about this animation is the fact that you don't have to reanimate the second character twice. So what we could do here is okay, no, that's too much. We're gonna, no. 100. Okay, yeah, this is what I was looking for. Let's do 155. There we go. This is perfect. Okay, next. Let's get rid of this. Oops. Thank God for the select tool, or else I would have been screwed over there. And now let's do the same for this. The good news about this one, we don't have to worry about it. Okay, this guy. What we're gonna do is take this. We're gonna cut. We're gonna take this guy right here. This is 1. So this is gonna be file save as. Actually, what we could do is we could duplicate it. So let's do. How does it look like in the? Okay, so we got this guy up front, this guy in the back, and how? Because one thing I want to do is make these proportional. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna follow this reference. So 50. And what we're gonna do is this guy will go, no, lock it there. So we're gonna take this guy, he's gonna go right here, This guy is gonna go with the chief. We're gonna do exactly the same thing. We're gonna take this and we're gonna do exactly the same thing. We're gonna make him proportional first, and then here we're gonna do exactly what we did last time. We're gonna do that, and then do this. Okay, good. Now, Chieftain, he's a bit huge right now, so we're just gonna scale him down a little bit. Bring it up. There we go. So what we're gonna do is this X, put him in a separate area. These will hide, and Chieftain will be right here. These will hide, and then this so this is police walk 1, and save as. This is also going to be police walk 3. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to enable this one, and this is going to overwrite that. Wait, hang on. There we go. Shut this off. And now we're going to do exactly the same with this. Turn it on. Shut this off. And now we have police walk 2. And now let's take the next one. Which is police walk 3. And that's this sprite, right? Turn this off. Let's go for this guy. This time we're going to put him here. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to take this, control, and here, I'm going to put him, delete this guy, put him right here. Okay, good. And then this guy, he can go. And there we have it. We have our police walk cycle. So this is going to be police walk 4. There we go. Police walk 4. Let's minimize these. Let's go back into Fusion. Let's import this as our next model. And we're going to do exactly what we did. No. I do not want that. But if anybody does want to get into advanced sprite animation, I would definitely recommend this as opposed to Flash, because first of all, you're not paying for, you know, subscription for it. It's just a one-time payment of $400. Secondly, you're pretty much paying for an advanced piece of software. I mean, this thing is basically, you can pretty much do an entire VFX movie with this software. Like, you can really go nuts. So I just noticed one major mistake. So first things first, we gotta pretty much rotate all the characters. Because I noticed the police were walking the wrong way. But yeah, as I was saying, Fusion, I mean, you could do a complete Hollywood VFX movie with this. I mean, it's got this thing called deep layer compositing, where you can pretty much merge sprite animation with 3D objects. So if you actually have a software like Blender, 3ds Max, Maya, Cinema 4D, basically all the tools that are used in the 3D industry, you can actually merge them together with sprite animation using Fusion. And to be honest with you, Adobe After Effects, yes, you still gotta pay for a subscription, but at the same time, there's another software which unfortunately is a pain in the ass for basically hobbyists, and that's called Foundry Nuke. Now, don't get me wrong, Foundry Nuke, very powerful software. I recommend it if you're gonna go into like advanced VFX in a company, but for hobbyists, I mean, there is the non-commercial version, but it does have limitations. Whereas the main drawback though with Nuke is the fact that it does cost $10,000 if you want to go for the full suite. Now let me go into here and oops. So apparently we got issue here. Let's loop and let's play. There we go. This time let's go all the way to the end. Let's delete this, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna start like right here, and we're gonna go all the way to 100. So let's go right there. There we go. To 100. Let's play. And yeah, to 100. So from there, we're gonna do this. Okay, good. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pretty much render this. This is gonna be, let's go to 6. So this is gonna be frame 6. So what we're gonna do now is render, start. There we go. We're done. So we now have Liz, we have the police, and now we can continue. So let's get out of here and let's do this. There we go. And now let's get that door open. This, that, and this. There we go. That way, everything will be uniform. And then from here, we'll just continue where we left off. Like this, like that, and boom. 18, there we go. So now with this whole thing open, let's create a clean plate. So what we're gonna do is take this, and from here, actually let's do one more, because we're gonna fake it basically. So what we're gonna fake exactly is we're gonna have the entire room open so that at least the police can actually go inside. So we're gonna make one more frame. This is gonna be 19, and the 19th frame, it's gonna have the entire door open. So, and then it's gonna be much easier for us to animate the next part. So let's go back into Fusion. Let's go into here. We'll use 20 as our background frame. And this time, let's shut this off. And we're gonna go back here. So let's look at our previous animation. Okay, so that means these guys are gonna be here. Move this just a bit. There we go. So from here, we're gonna go all the way. This we'll get rid of, and we're gonna go all the way to there. Actually, wait. Perfect. There we go. And now we have it. We have our animation here. So from here, we're gonna do this is 20. So we're gonna save this as 20. Render, start. There we go, and we're done here. As I said before, we're using Blackmagic Fusion. If you guys want to know about this software, I'm gonna leave the link into the description. So now we're here at Liz's place again. We're gonna go 21, and this time what we're gonna do is go back to Liz. And from Liz, we're gonna go. Actually, let's add a new sprite for Liz here. Let's close this because we're gonna reuse this. This we can shut. This we can shut, and this we can shut. And now here. Let's go to another frame. We're gonna take this one right here. Liz being scared. And now we're gonna do exactly like we did before. We're gonna paint her. No, we're gonna paint her like so. Okay, now we have Liz being afraid. We could close this, we don't need that. we go. We got the police, and before we redo the walk cycle, let's just prepare the shot, which is the police carrying guns. So we're gonna take, yeah, this guy's perfect. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Okay, there we go. There's our cops. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add guns. So we're actually gonna do this. Actually no, we're gonna do this and this. These two are gonna be in perspective mode. So what we're gonna do is give them their own separate guns, like so. There we go. And then here, these guys are gonna be behind Chieftain. Like that. There we go. And what do you know? They're near perfect. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna put, there we go. From here, we got our guns drawn to Liz. So this is gonna be, so that was 22. This is 23. Okay. Now, one thing I noticed from my book, and yes, I do have a book that lets me do all of this animation and stuff. One thing I noticed is that I did miss a bit of dialogue between these characters. So we're gonna just go into the previous frames and we're gonna just add some dialogue. But first, let's go to the frame that we need. Let's shut this off and we're gonna use a frame that we already have, which is 22. First things first, Liz. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I am super happy to announce that Doll VA will be reprising her role as the badass princess. So there we have it. There's her speech bubble. Now let's just change her font. Has to be girly, so her standard font is Princess Alley and 20. There we go. Actually, you know what? What the fuck am I doing? I got a better idea. Why don't I just send the script to myself? That way, it'll make my job a whole lot easier. Now, you notice there's discrepancy with the fonts, but that's okay. We can easily change that. All we have to do is find our font, put it to 20, and let's just do this. There we go. Now, mind you, the script has already been written, so we already know what's going to be said. Just one more thing. This is a little glitch that I noticed. There should be 3 dots instead of 2. now let's put some dialogue for the police. Actually, let's just use this again. Madam, this is the Apophis Police Department. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Oops, this is 24. Actually, one thing I should do is turn this off. There we go. Now we don't see any more extensions here. Let me see your hands. And then Liz tries to explain herself as described in the script. And of course, they're not gonna buy it because obviously Apophis police are usually corrupted. So last chance, madam. Your hands up. Can see it. Now we have to do a fight scene. Nothing complicated. Just something simple. Here we go. We'll use this one. So she reveals herself to be Liz, obviously. Get rid of that cloak. And then we're gonna take my OC now, but we're not gonna use my OC because we're only gonna use my OC for the famous beanbag eyes, or the airbag eyes as I like to call it. And that's the highlight of my show. Whenever a character gets shocked, you see them with airbag eyes. And size of the airbag eyes, it doesn't really matter because this is what happens. yeah, just wanted to double check. And now here we go, fight scene. Now everybody knows fight scenes are probably the most difficult thing to do in animation. So I'm just gonna do a simple what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do now. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to make some new sprites. So what we're gonna do is take this out, and we're just gonna make a kick. And then transparency, just click. Just like that. There we go. Here, I'm gonna take chieftain and another officer down. Now we're just gonna go back to, I mean, this we can close now. Close this. Close this. This. And this will be our last officer. Now she's just gonna do a simple body slam. Wait. One more valiant attempt from the chief. And there we go. Fight scene done. Now I need a figure. Somebody unknown. something like this. But I'm thinking maybe make him a bit more. Here we go. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, here's our brand new character in this series. We're gonna call him the Supreme AI. And yes, if you're wondering, his design, as far as his binary codes are concerned, are based off Sage from Sonic Frontiers, because you can tell from, you know, the red binary code, everything around his body screams binary. So now let's add his traits, which are in the binary code. Okay, so his arms are now done. Now let's do his body. And there we have it, the Supreme AI. There we go. Now, that's our main sprite. So let's do another blank file. Once again, we're gonna go alpha. This time we're gonna go 200 by 400. But first, let's put some dialogue. And then what we're going to do is put the AI in a brand new frame. So we're going to use this piece right here. Because crop, there we go. Okay, so we got Liz. And then here's where the dialogue comes in. Now let's take our Supreme AI. And we'll do this. This will be our height. So we're gonna do this. This. And this. So we're gonna do a new layer, and we're gonna start like so. Actually, let's get rid of this first. Okay, there we go. So we got 1. This is 1. Say as PNG. This is SAI walk 1. And then this is going to be SAI walk 2. Actually, no. And then we got SAI walk 3. And then the cycle repeats itself. SAI walk. Oops. 4. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to go back to Fusion, shut this off, shut this off. And from there, we're going to go for something different. We're going to go for the SAI, the Supreme AI. Go here, there's a guy. Yes, SAI. Let's add our background, 45. Get rid of this. 45 is our background. There we go. Now transform. I'm gonna put this guy. No. 1, 2. Okay. Here's what we do. We loop. There we go. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the merge. Our transform is gonna be gone. Transform gone. And we're gonna go starting from here. We're gonna go 1. And we're gonna go 1. We're gonna go all the way to, let's say, 100. Actually, let's go to 50. Yeah, we'll stop at 50. So from here, we're gonna render. This is 45. So from here, 45. Okay. And then here, we're gonna make this. This is gonna be 46. Hold on, 45, 46. And now we get some dialogue. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add a comp frame. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add Supreme AI's dialog box. And the glitchy was okay. And now we're just gonna do a little cutscene. Back at the UAV. Actually, you know what? I got a better idea. There we go. Okay. Now let's add the UAV. Again, this is just going to be a simple cutscene, nothing special. Airbag again. Okay, and now let's put Norton. Go. Okay. 34 and 34, yes. So this is Norton float 54. Render. Go. Done. Okay. Okay, and now let's add some expression. No, bit higher. Alright, that's it for the cutscene. Now, let's go back to Liz, which is right here. So we're gonna do this 64, and now we're gonna just continue the dialogue from here. So where's our, okay, so this is for Supreme I, and we don't need this anymore. We don't need this. We don't need this. Yeah, at this point it's always nice to get rid of some unwanted frames that we don't need anymore. And with that, let's add Liz's dialogue box. Okay, there we go. Now, the dialogue continues. How do I know if I can trust you? And then, first things first. Where's SAI? SAI. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, never mind. Back to SAI. Here we go. He grabs her. Looking for long hair. Princess Sally. There we go. Wait, okay. No, never mind. It's good. We'll never see the we'll never see the binary code at this point. Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this one. And this will be your new thing. And Liz will be our new subject. There we go. And now we're just gonna rotate. Exactly at 90 degrees. Yes, there we go. File, save as. And this is gonna be Liz row. Okay, now let's get rid of these. We don't want to do that. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna take a Liz, transform tool. We're gonna throw her to 20. Okay, let's do until 10. $68. And let's render. Good, we got that. Alright, I have returned, and now we're pretty much back to production. So I guess I'm gonna start off with here's what I've done so far. So as you can see, I've made multiple instances of the animation. So let's continue. So we're gonna go Princess Alley again. Gonna go for 20, bold, pink. Now we're just gonna do some corrections. And this is the talking portion of the episode. So there we go, that's 90, and then we're gonna go and then we're gonna actually, you know what? No, we're gonna keep the. Actually, no, we're gonna keep the. What's it called? The speech bubble for Supreme AI. We're gonna use this as the main bubble. Copy, and we're gonna make a new. Right here. There we go. Yeah. So we got a new font. It's called Extreme Glitch. There we go. We put it to 20. Really? And do you know what viruses do and how they work? 20. From here, I'm gonna do a separate section for Liz, because at this point Liz has become smarter than what she previously was. So she's gonna go full on encyclopedia mode just for her fiance. So, once again, Princess Alley, 20, bold, pink. And now here we go. Princess Liz initiating encyclopedia mode. Next, let's go back to Supreme AI. Once again, X. Extreme Glitch. 20. Whoops. I said 20. Okay. Probably know what this is. Shows her. Okay, so I'm gonna make a comp here. Actually, no. She's good. He needs to move. So, Supreme AI. And I'm gonna take this one. Actually, no. Wait. Hang on a minute. This one's better, actually. Because he's actually looking at her rather than looking away from her. Next, I need floppy disks. And NIMDA, also known as admin spelled backwards, is the purple floppy disk. Wait, did I put that already? Let me just quickly check what I have so far. And you probably know what this is. Yes, okay, so here we are. Let me just bring this forward. There we go. So, E stays, her expression changes. Expression goes too scared. Okay. Princess Alley. 20. Pink. Bold. Back to SAI. And he's right here. Okay, so you do know this virus. And now Liz is pretty much going to continue her encyclopedia mode right here. So, PR, there we go, one shot, 20, pink, bold, there we go. There we go. So Liz just finished her full encyclopedia mode. And now back to what's his name? Supreme AI. Okay, put it to 20. There we go. I am intrigued by your knowledge of viruses, miss. And that's when she introduces herself. Liz Elizabeth Rex of Downstand. Okay, Princess Ali, 20. Okay, now okay, so here we go. Extreme glitch. And now put it to 20, and this should do it. And now this time we're going to actually change the floppy disk for a different item. We're going to go for, what's it called? The red script. Because for those of you that have seen the original Virus AI trilogy, the first few movies in season 10, you know that there were two colored scripts. There was the blue script, which would erase your CMOS memory, and your red script, which would basically make you a slave to optical illusions. So what does he do? Gives her the red script. Well, hands it to her, basically. So I just want to quickly make sure the comp is working perfectly. Just bear with me for a few minutes. Okay, there we go. And just to mask everything out, we'll do this. There we go. 150. Perfect. And now Liz is pretty much in panic mode because she knows about the script. Close this. Okay, Princess Ali, and there we go. The red installation script. And then Supreme AI, so you know. Oh. And then Liz responds with, she'll do everything in her power to protect her family. Okay. And now we zoom into Supreme AI, who gives her basically the final warning before shit hits the fan. Now from here, Liz sets the record straight. Princess Ali, 20, bold pink. Actually, you know what? Leave those. This I'll edit, and this I'll edit. There we go. And basically, she's describing her family as 2 teddy bears that she loves. My antivirus being the big teddy bear, and the sun being the little one. So one big happy family of a little girl, 2 teddy bears, living happily ever after. And that's when Supreme AI asks, do we have a deal? Again, extreme glitch, 20. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Okay. So Liz grabs the paper. And then Supreme AI. Oops. Deal. And then she lifts the script into the air. And yeah, for the first time we actually get to see half of her body on the floor, half of her body raising her hand in the air. So we're gonna turn off transparency. There we go. There we have it. Let's make a duplicate. Now she has the script being installed. And then from here, we're going to go into Photoshop. And from here, we're going to add some aura. Let's go for a red aura. Yeah. Red aura. And we're going to do just like what we originally did with the S and T animation. So I'm going to go. Actually, you know what? No, here's what we're going to do. One. There we go. We're just going to get rid of some excess. Okay. That should be good. So now we have a whole plethora of Dragon Ball Z auras. So let's start with, oops. No, my bad. It was gonna be this. And it was gonna be 138. Here it was going to be this. And then from here, this is 139. And what's going to happen, whoops. And basically what's going to happen in this sequence is basically the aura itself is going to start repeating on its own. 140. And finally, this one. Just one little plug. And there we go. And then you know you've heard the old saying, we'll fix it in post. So that's done. And it ends with the Supreme AI looking at her. Now we're gonna go back to that cutscene with Norton. time to Norton. So Ariel and 16. What in the hell just happened? No, what the hell just happened? Okay. And here's the end of the cutscene. It ends with Clamwyn staying behind. While Norton jumps into action. And now once again, we'll do just like before. Fusion. Here's our background frame. Could get rid of Supreme AI, he's not in the frame. And oops, I made a comp with Norton. So Norton, let's go for a transform. First things first. No. Flip. There we go. And now delete. Delete. Good news about this is that now we can actually animate this thing properly. So click, and all the way to 40, we'll just move them all the way up. Render. Wait. This number is 148. So we're gonna name this 148. Again, I'm super happy with this new version of Fusion because at least now I can render MP4s without having to get errors. So that's done. And finally, let's go back to Clamwood. And already, just like that, half of the episode complete. Now, let's move on to Void. First things first, I'm going to create the test card. This is our segue into the next scene. So what we would do is we would take the respective color. First, let's get rid of all this unwanted garbage. Because, I mean, we finished the scene, so we don't really need it anymore. So, close this up. Bear with me for a few minutes. We don't need the Supreme AI anymore. Nor Liz. We're done with those two. Tech, we're done. Tech room. We'll keep the cage. We could get rid of... Yeah, we'll get rid of this. We'll find a better one. Okay, close. 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 No. One rule of advice I would always recommend, always close the frames you're not using. Makes it much easier for you to sprite and much easier for you to animate as well. Okay, close this, we're done with that. Close the apartment, close this comp, we're done here. This, what I am gonna do before I close is I'm gonna do this. I want these sprites inside Liz's sprite sheet. So I'm gonna go Liz, and there we go. Transparency. And now Liz has her own silhouettes. Own silhouette spreadsheet. Okay. Actually, just one more thing that I would like to do. Last but not least, all right, we're done here. Liz is done. Police are gone. Clamwyn and Norton are gone. The computer store is gone. So now actually, you know what? UAV is gone as well. And so are these silhouettes. Don't save. And this room. Okay. So now we have Void, my antivirus, and let's go with the simple Simple void. Nothing crazy. And we're gonna put SF, which is distant galaxy. And meanwhile, in a yes, you saw it correctly. Psychiatric ward. Void is basically suffering from PTSD from his last mission. Because obviously, who could blame him? I mean, he already died. He already died in the previous movie, and he had to use, it was Vic that had to use System Restore to bring him back. So, of course, Void lost some data there, and he suffered PTSD because of it. So, next, let's move on to. I need a. Here we go. Actually, this one looks more, detailed. So, psychiatric. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I misspelled it, at least I'll be able to find it again. Okay, let's do a copy. And now let's jump to a brand new scene. And here, let's have, obviously, Void. Oops. And welcome back, Dr. Chris Rockland. Dr. Chris Rockland, if you guys don't know, he's one of the Rogue Rangers from the original series. So, we got, where is this pencil? I know there's a pencil sprite somewhere. No, that was the pencil gun. This is what I'm looking for. Something small. And then just like before, we're just gonna duplicate twice. 153, 154, 155, 156. Okay. So, Boyd is in a psychiatric ward. He's pretty much talking with Dr. Rockland about what happened. So, hold on. Let me just cross this off in the book. And as I said, I do use a book to write down all the ideas that I want to do in the episode. So, let the dialogue begin. Thank you so much for taking time to see me. Okay, and now zoom in on Void, and now he starts explaining everything. All started back at let's start with this section right here. So yeah, basically right now Void is pretty much explaining what happened for those that did not see Virus AI. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies if I'm not really saying much. I'm just trying to quickly finish up this flashback scene. Damn it. And now we're going to go into the next scene itself. First things first, we're going to add another segue. Image. Oops. Image. And this time we're going to go for one on the opposite side. We're going to go for Dr. Rockland this time because, well, obviously this is a character we have not seen in a long time, and he's one of the original Rogue Rangers, next to Blue, Platinum, Orange, Dark, etc. And pretty soon, we're going to have even more Rogue Rangers, such as White. And I'm sure White's voice actor, Vent, he's going to be really happy to hear about this. Anyway, back to the episode at a nearby coffee shop. And you know what? As far as segues are concerned, it's always nice to have a character to accompany the segue, because you know when you see this character, okay, you know this character is going to be in the next scene. Now, let's go into the cafe. So here we are, cafe. Let's get our two newcomers. Home breaking news, yes, it is official. Vent will be voicing Jim the dog. So he's going to be our first Mobian OC of Virus AI, next to obviously Stack, SOR, and basically the Heinous Hacks. These are pretty much going to be the official Mobian mascots for Virus AI. And for those of you that do not know, Jim and Phoebe, they're both pretty much adoptables. So, yeah. These characters now belong to me, and they are part of Virus AI. So, let's see. I need a sitting... Yeah, let's use this. So, we got Jim, and we got Phoebe. Occupation, scam baiters. $230. So first things first, Dr. Rocklin. Now, as you can already probably tell, there is no animation for him, so what we're gonna have to do is make do with what we have, which is the unfortunate part. If I can have the budget to re-sprite him, reanimate him, that would be greatly appreciated. And then finally, 236. And then we'll make another one. This is going to be the background, 237. And then we're going to add void into the picture. Actually, on second thought, you know what? What's the point? What is the point? If there's not even a lot of space to do an animation, then what's the point of animating the sprite? So this is the only time I'm going to go back to my old ways of actually animating the series. So there you go. This is all you're getting out of me from the original method of animating. So here we are. Okay, so now we have Jim. Okay. Okay, transparency and stick this guy. There's our guy. So it looks like I have to do some touch-ups here. Okay. Actually, I'll keep this like this. Another day, other. And now, oops. Okay. And then he says, well, Miss Phoebe, I'll let to you personally. I'll let him introduce himself. Okay. Okay. And now here we go. Final scene. The meeting. Just give me a second. I'm just crossing off some stuff on the book. Okay. I think this should be good. So, let's put void first. Oops. Okay, there we go. My name is Void Ranger. I'm an antivirus for the United Antivirus Movement. And you are? And you are? Phoebe. E. Phoebe. Phoebe. I'm called IDOS. Phoebe the Cow, a scam baiter working for a company called IDOS. Great honor to meet you, Mr. Void. I've heard so much about you. It is an honor to meet So basically, Void, in this case, he never met a scam baiter before. So this is actually going to be his very first time meeting a scam baiter in person. And scam baiters, for those of you that do not know, they basically contact scammers and trick them into complying with their demands only to realize that what's really happening is they're pretty much trying to mess up their call center. And it's pretty much a form of vigilantism, if you will. Well, my blue little friend, to answer your question, so right now Phoebe is pretty much describing exactly what scam baiting is and what she does for a living. And I heard to shut down you Jim responds, we use military grade malware such as rat down their phone lines and internet. Interesting. What's it like to be an antivirus? think we're gonna go here for a little bit of an extreme close-up. Where's my... Here we go. Team, Amy. Jim, Phoebe, listen to me. Antiviruses, although they are a good incentive to protecting the computer world, as far as protecting computers from malware, however, the journey, here we go, there we go. However, the journey to becoming an antivirus, well, all I can say is that the life of an antivirus is not for the faint at heart. I've seen many antiviruses blue screen to their death. I've seen many antiviruses blue screen to their death just because they protect computers every hour, every minute of every day. And trust me when I say it, once you become an antivirus, you'll never be off duty. You will never be off duty. And unfortunately, it is true. Even when Void has a day off, he still has to protect computers from malware. So it's just like the life of a police officer, actually. Police officers, while they may be off duty, they're always on duty when it comes to the law. That's actually pretty... And Void responds, I'll have to speak to Norton about that. And then here, this is okay, so final animation. We got Phoebe. And we got Jim. Well, Mr. Void, it was nice knowing you. It was nice meeting you. So we better get back to IDOS. We have more call centers to destroy. Very well then. Jim. Phoebe. See you both around, okay? Okay. Oops. No. And now let's do one more animation. This time we're gonna do Jim and Phoebe. And we're gonna take this sheet. Okay. Okay. So Phoebe, walk 1. Okay, Phoebe walk 2. So yeah, right now what I'm pretty much doing is I'm just fixing Phoebe's sprite selection, because right now, as you can actually see, there's a bit of anti-aliasing, unfortunately, and it cuts through the white. So my job right now is to pretty much remove the selection of white so that at least she won't have any dead pixels here. Okay. Next. Okay. This, and that. Delete. Next. Goodbye. Shut this off. And shut this off. Okay, save as PNG. This is Phoebe Walk 5. And then after this, bring these back. See ya. There we go. Now, shut this off. You, goodbye. Goodbye. And goodbye. Save as. PNG. Phoebe Walk 6. And yeah, if you guys are wondering, yes, Phoebe has to be by far the most advanced character I've animated so far. Okay. It's almost over. The good news is that it's almost over. This is the last sprite for Phoebe. That. Boom. Delete. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Phoebe the cow. One more thing. We have some excess sprite that we definitely want to delete. Let's take a look. Where else? This one. Open. File. Save. Yes. 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 Done. No. There we have it. Phoebe is complete. Final character, Jim. And he's going to have exactly the same type of walk cycle. He's going to have, let's see, we have 8 frames for Phoebe, 8 frames for Jim. So he's going to have exactly the same amount as Phoebe. The only big difference is at least with Jim, hopefully, I'm hoping that his sprite will be a lot easier to animate. Or at least I'm hoping. So here's what I'm going to do. Duplicate. This one, I'm going to put it to, just like before, put it to 70. Phoebe, goodbye. Jim, hello. First things first. Okay, yeah, this is definitely going to be a problem. The good news, though, is that it's not as bad as Phoebe. Oops. Okay. Delete. And then here we have 1. So this is the first walk. PNG. And this is Jim walk 1. Next. Turn this on. Shut this off. We don't care at this point. What we do care about is this guy right here. Actually, wait. There we go. This is what I need. Now, let's put this on, shut this off, and let's position Jim exactly where he should. There we go. Shit. And with that, there we have it. We have our second sprite. This is Jim Walk 2. I said Jim Walk 2. Good. Next. Take this one. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's just like what I've told all of my spriters whom I've trained over the years. Spriting takes time, and most importantly, patience. And I mean lots of patience. There we go. So there we have it. PNG, Jim Walk 3. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is 4. So with 4, let's do again, clean up the white. And honestly, I think I'm gonna start using black magic more often, because I mean it really is a powerful animation tool for spriting, even though, and here's the funny thing about all this, like, you know, the whole thing about fusion, it's actually rarely used in the spriting community. So I mean, I encourage you guys to give it a chance, especially coming from someone who's a veteran spriter, who's been basically spriting for the last 14 years, and, you know, who wants to up his game after doing the same stuff over and over again. I think Black Magic Fusion is definitely something worth considering if you guys want to take your spriting up a level, especially if you do not want to pay, you know, subscription for Adobe Flash, or in this case, as they call it nowadays, Adobe Animate. At least with this, I mean, it's pretty much like, as I said before, it's $400. It's a one-time fee, but basically you're pretty much getting a complete visual effects. You're pretty much getting a complete visual effects suite for the price of basically $25 a month with Adobe, or $10,000 with the Foundry. So $400, you have to admit, that is actually very cheap. And the amount of power that you have with Fusion. Like as I said before, for example, you can pretty much do deep pixel compositing. You can put green screen effects. You could do, and for those that still don't know what deep pixel compositing is, it's basically combining 3D animation with sprites. So yeah, you can actually do that in Fusion. In fact, it's pretty much the only cheap software that actually lets you do that. After Effects, you gotta do it in renders, whereas in Nuke and Fusion, you can pretty much import the 3D model itself before you can even render anything. And best part about Nuke and Fusion and After Effects especially is the fact that you have a powerful particle system at your disposal. So you can actually do lots of crazy stuff. You can make things explode, you can do raining arrows, you can do water simulation, fire simulation. I mean, as I said, with Blackmagic Fusion, you can go nuts with how powerful this software really is. And as I said, you don't really need Adobe Animate or Photoshop if you plan to take this route. But I mean, if you want a cheap route, like a cheap way to animate but still something that is effective and professional, I would definitely give Blackmagic Fusion a chance, because as of now I've already made multiple animation shots just for this one episode, and honestly, as I said before, I definitely see myself using this software more nowadays, because I mean, it's really easy to use, and if you need a tool, you could just add it. So for example, if you need to move your character, you can just use the transform node, which is, as it describes, it just lets you use scale, rotation, and position. So as it should be. Save as, and then this should be gym walk number 7, and then there's the final frame, and then that's it. After this, we pretty much completed the entire episode. So here we go. This is the last piece to composite. Oh, and one other thing I forgot to mention about Blackmagic Fusion is the fact that you also have the famous color corrector of DaVinci Resolve. So DaVinci Resolve is a powerful NLE. It's a very powerful video editor. It's been very well known for its color corrector, because obviously everybody loves using it. Everybody talks about it. I've used it myself. It's beautiful. And basically you get the exact same color corrector in Blackmagic Fusion, because obviously Blackmagic, they created Fusion as well as DaVinci Resolve. So you get pretty much the best of both worlds. Okay, so let's take Jim and let's take Phoebe. So let's do... So this is where it's going to get tricky now, because now we're working with 2 animations. So we're going to do... Do we even have this? Yes, 392. So this is 392. So once again, for the very last time, we got our background, Void and Dr. Rocklin. Here we got Jim. We're gonna flip him. We're gonna remove And let me just see, just for reference, where did we last see him? Okay, so he was there. That means he's right here. Jim. Okay. Next, let's add one more character. Let's add Phoebe. And yeah, if you noticed, I've doubled. Hold on. Why the hell is this even open? I'm not sure why. Anyway, here's Phoebe. So now she also has the loop. And now here we're going to put this as background. Let's take a look. Okay. So we got Jim and Phoebe all in the same area. So here we're going to have Jim and Phoebe walking together out of the room. So what we're going to do is... Okay, wait. Something's wrong here. So that's Phoebe or... No, it's Jim. Okay, so Jim has a compile... No, sorry, a comp error, which we can easily fix. Okay. Close out of that. There we go. So now all we need to do is just re-import Jim. Okay, and loop. And there we have it. So now we have Jim and Phoebe walking. So now what we need to do is set our target to 40. And then from there, let's do our final animation. So, Phoebe first, transform. I'm gonna go, let's play it back. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. So what we're gonna do is Phoebe, we're gonna put her off screen. Yeah, like that. And now Jim is gonna follow suit. And he's gonna go all the way to there. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We just did an animation for 2 sprites inside Blackmagic Fusion. Now, just like before, this is 392. So we're just going to name this 392. And with that, render. Start. And with that, final frame is a zoom in of void. I'll just quickly clean this up. Courtesy. I was just double checking here. Void Ranger began his treatment for PTSD, courtesy from his previous mission. 394. Our hero is unfortunately unaware that his fiancée has become a rogue software. Our hero is unfortunately unaware that his fiancée is now a rogue software. 395. Okay. Will Void ever cross paths with Phoebe in the near future? $396. And who is this mysterious figure that turned Liz into a rogue software? $397. Don't miss the next episode. Axer Rangers X. All right, season 18, episode 1. Done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me on this special live presentation. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for further videos. And with that, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.